Hi everybody, my name is Gabor and I am an alcohol ink artist. This is my piece called Nourished by Beauty. And I paint mainly right now with alcohol ink. That's kind of a new medium, so I don't know if you've heard about that yet. It's similar to watercolor. If you've used watercolors before, you know that you use water to mix up the watercolor paint. And alcohol ink is similar, except it's a liquid in an alcohol base, and so you mix it with alcohol. And if you know anything about chemistry, when you have alcohols working together, they kind of bump around off each other. They're not as easy as painting one color on top of another. They kind of bump into each other and they make these really cool marks and lines, and when you add different colors together, they kind of do their own thing, which can be really hard, but can also be really fun. So that's kind of what I like about it and kind of what I hate about it, all at the same time. And another example of how you can see that on this painting is I painted the water here first and added these splashes. And when I added just plain alcohol on top, it pushed the ink back and it made all these wonderful lines that look like water splashing. One of the reasons that this painting brings me a lot of joy is the fun colors that I used in the rocks. Now I know if you go out there, this is from a place called Catherine's Cove. It's up in Superior Provincial Park, I think, or close to that. Anyway, and I discovered these big, huge rocks one day that the waves would crash into. And I had a lot of fun just painting these rocks all different colors. Because sometimes when you look at a rock up close, you can see really neat colors in there. But when we stand far away, they just look kind of grayed or brown to us. And so as an artist, you get to play with things like that. And I had lots of fun putting all these wild colors in here because I love color. Color is one of those things that brings me joy. And the other thing that I think that brings me a lot of joy about this is the memory of this place. And we all live pretty close to Lake Superior. It's a very special lake or body of water, or many special places along there to go. And one of the things that I notice about Lake Superior when I go there is how big it is and how small it makes me feel. And that's a good thing because I think it sometimes puts my problems in perspective. So if you ever have things that you're thinking about or working through or weighing on your heart, sometimes nature has this way of nourishing us with its beauty, and then our problems don't seem so big. I wanted to tell you guys was when I was a student like you, I wanted to be an artist desperately. And as I got older and my high school art class went to tour an art school, I came away from that experience thinking that I couldn't be an artist because the kind of art that I saw there was very different than the kind of art that I make. And I kind of thought, ooh, if I can't make that kind of art, so I guess I can't be an artist. And it took me a long time to kind of figure out that actually I was an artist, whether I was going to work at it or not. And when I finally figured that out, I guess what I learned was that we all make different kind of art. It's kind of like our voice, you know, if we all sang a song, we would sound differently. And art is a little bit like that. I want you to know that you can do it. You can be an artist and you can make the kind of art you want to make.